Hey guys, this is Sean from SeanHooker.com, and in this video we are going to perform a detailed review of Apple iPhone 7 considering all of its pros, cons, its design, its performance, the battery life and rest of the usual hands-on review and the detailed review. So let's start it. Here is our Apple iPhone 7. It comes with the latest iOS 10 software. It is having Apple A1 Fusion chipset, hexa-core GPU, 2GB of RAM and 4.7-inch 750p HD screen. So first of all, let's have a look on the design. On the front side, we are having a 7 megapixel front facing camera, 4.7-inch screen with 750p resolution, 326 ppi. At the bottom we are having the fingerprint scanner and the home key. As you can see, the bezel is a bit thick also on the sides, and also at the bottom at top we are having lots of extra portion, as you can see here, especially at the top. So it is increasing the size of the device, even though it is having just 4.7 inch screen. So you can see that the screen to body ratio of iPhone 7 is not so great, but considering the small size of the screen, it still looks pretty tiny in hand. But the device is so lightweight and it's so slim as well. The thickness is just 7.1 mm. On the right hand side we are having the power key and the SIM card slot. On the left hand side we are having the volume rockers and the ringer silent key. At the top we got nothing. At the bottom we got the lightning port along with stereo speakers, the dual speakers. And as you can see, there is no 3.5 mm audio jack. So this is a new thing about the iPhone. And in iPhone 7 there is no audio jack, and there is a lightning to 3.5 mm audio connector is provided in the retail box, and that you need to use for using the headphones. So this is one of the biggest drawback, especially if you are a music lover. So if you are a music lover, you will need to carry that adapter all the time with you if you want to listen music on your iPhone 7. And this is one of the biggest drawback of this device, you can say, or the design of this device. And rest of the thing about the design of our iPhone 7 is really very nice. On the back side, what we got, the primary camera along with the quad LED sensor, flashlight. There is the Apple logo and iPhone branding. That's all. This is the matte black iPhone 7, and as you can see that the back panel of our iPhone 7, the matte black iPhone 7, is a fingerprint magnet. You can see the finger and the spots where I have touched all over the back panel, and it looks really very ugly. So you can see that this is also not a good thing about considering one of the most high-end, most expensive smartphone, and it gets fingerprint all over it. Especially on the Apple logo, you can see even my fingerprints are visible totally on this. And if you have a look on the fingerprint scanner here, the home key, even this one is having lots of fingerprints. I'm not sure whether you can see it. Yes, now maybe you can see it. You can see my fingerprint, exactly my fingerprint appearing on the fingerprint sensor, the home key. So this is a very negative thing about the iPhone 7, that being one of the most expensive and the best smartphone actually in the market, but these are the drawbacks of the design. The matte finish in the back, it's totally fingerprint magnet, and also the fingerprint sensor, the home key gets fingerprint, the real fingerprint, not just the greasy effect. The fingerprint is clearly appearing on the home key. So this is a bad thing about this device. but the device is really beautiful. Apple iPhone 7 is having a very premium look, very gorgeous look, and all of these smooth edges just makes it more beautiful. So it looks really very good in hand. It's slim, it's beautiful, and it's so nice as well. The screen is having 2.5D edges, as you can see, so it looks really very nice. And now let's talk about the performance. In terms of performance, iPhone 7 is the best smartphone in the market. When we performed few of the benchmarking tests, iPhone 7 scored the best ever score in the benchmarking test. So if you have a look on the Antutu benchmarking, it scored 134,391. Even though our score is a bit less, but if you have a look on the ranking list, you can find that iPhone 7 is achieving as high as 170,124. So even though our device is at 6th position, you can expect it to be on the 3rd position. So the performance of iPhone 7 is really very brilliant. And when we performed the Basemark OS 2, the result was just too great. It's 3150, and if you go back, you can see there is a silver medal provided by Basemark application, because our device, that iPhone 7, especially this particular handset, it beats the second best device score at PowerBoard of and Basemark OS 2 benchmarking application. So you can just get the idea that how great is the performance of Apple iPhone 7 in terms of hardware specs and the benchmarking scores. So the performance is really very nice, and we performed the detailed benchmarking test of iPhone 7 that you can watch by clicking on the link appearing on the screen or by going to the description of this video. And talking about camera, which is one of the most highlighted feature of any smartphone, we are having lots of options here, like the usual photo mode. We are having the SDR, live imaging, and then the square mode, panorama is there as well, and then we're having the video, slow-mo, and time-lapse. So these are the usual features that we are having on iPhones. But talking about the quality, if you go to the gallery, the images coming out of the camera of iPhone 7 are really very nice. As you can see, this is one of the image I took today, and it's looking really very nice. If I just zoom in, you can see that how crystal clear is the image, and the sharpness is really very nice. So I would like to say that this is not the best smartphone camera, considering the some cameras like Samsung Galaxy S7 is also having a great camera. Lumia 950 XL is having the brilliant camera, maybe one of the best or the best camera currently in any smartphone. So considering the fact iPhone 7 is also having a great camera, the sharpness is especially really very nice in this. And if you go back and have a look on the selfies, you can see that it is also having one of the best front-facing camera. You can see the clarity it's coming in its front-facing camera. It's really very nice. It's just too good, as you can see here. And you can also watch our previous videos that we took for the front-facing camera and also from the primary camera as a sample, to give you an idea that how good is the camera quality, by going to the description of this video or just by clicking on the links appearing on the screen. So the camera performance of iPhone 7 is really very nice. As I said, I will not say that this is the best smartphone camera, but it is one of the best for sure. And especially the front facing camera is so nice, and the sharpness coming in the pictures captured by the primary camera is also very nice. And now let's play some game and let's see that how good our iPhone 7 is going to perform. Let's play Asphalt 8 Airborne. So the volume is full here from the device and also from the game setting. So you can see how loud and clear it is. So the dual speakers of our iPhone 7, they are really very loud and the sound quality is amazing. The graphics quality is really very nice. It's so smooth, so nice. One of the problems I'm facing while playing a Sport Airborne right now and while holding the device like this is that my fingers sometimes they are covering these speakers, and because of that the sound is getting blocked. As you can see right now, the sound is blocked. It's not coming out totally, and when I'm moving my finger, now it's okay. The graphics quality is really very nice, so smooth. There is no lag or frame drop of any kind. Everything is so smooth, so nice. And the sound quality is really very impressive. It's so loud and clear. The only problem is sometimes my palm is covering the speaker, and because of that the sound is getting blocked. So I came last in this game, but you can see that the performance of our Apple iPhone 7 was really very nice in every aspect while playing the Spotted Airborne. The sound quality was brilliant, the graphics quality was amazing. The only problem was that the position of the speaker is something that will make you cover the speakers. Sometimes from your palm you will cover the lower one, and sometimes from your finger you will cover the upper one. Other than this, everything was so nice, so smooth on our iPhone 7 while playing the Spotted Airborne. And you can watch our detailed gaming review of iPhone 7 where we played few more high-end games like 3D games and some other games to see that how good this device performed. So you can watch that video by clicking on the link appearing on the screen right now. And talking about the battery life of the device, the battery performance is moderate. iPhones are usually popular, or you can say negatively popular, for having poor battery life. and iPhone 7 is not an exception, but the battery performance is very much improved from the previous generation. It can survive a day, and that's a big deal about iPhone. So we can say that the battery performance is not so great, but it can survive from morning to evening easily. So the battery life is okay, but if you are a heavy user, like you would like to play high-end graphics game, record videos in like 4K resolution or something, then the battery life will be not so great, and you will have to charge the phone at least once a day before going to your bed at night. So the battery life is moderate, it's not so great, but it's still improved a lot, and the performance is good. And talking about the features of the iPhone, we are having the iOS 10 in this device, and all of the usual features of iOS 10 is available. If you go to the settings, you can find lots of options available. From control center, you got the control center here, as you can see, and lots of other stuffs that you can find in the settings. And iPhone 7 also comes with lots of nice features like numbers for having the spreadsheet feature, and then there is the calculator pages for creating Word documents kind of stuff, and then we are having the GarageBand application pre-installed that you can use for creating music. Like you can play multiple instruments, you can even record audios. There's iMovie. In the extra folder you will find the Compass, an application for getting tips regarding the iPhone. There is voice memos, contacts, find friends, and find iPhone as well. And then there is home application provided that you can use for Internet of Things, and you can use your iPhone to control the IoT devices at your house. So this is also a very nice feature. Then there is health application provided as well. So in terms of feature, we got everything from iOS 10. Everything is available, and the performance of the device is really very nice, as I've already said. So overall, iPhone 7 is one of the best smartphone currently available in the market. In terms of performance, it's really very nice. In terms of design, it's good as well. And you can have a look on the screen. It's having 4.7 inch screen. The screen resolution is just 750p, but the PPI you will get is 326. That is lower than the most popular PPI currently in a smartphone, that's 401 PPI. But still the display quality is so nice that you will not find any pixel, and you will just love it. Actually, it's so bright, especially if you increase the brightness. It is just too bright, as you can see here. And the sunlight readability is so nice because of the top-notch brightness and the contrast that we get when we go out in the bright sunlight. So the screen quality is also very nice. So all of the factors about this iPhone 7 are pretty much good. So if you talk about the performance, the hardware specs, iPhone 7 is having the best hardware specs, and the performance is top quality. And if you have a look on the benchmarking score, iPhone 7 is scoring way ahead of the rest of the latest smartphones like S7 Edge or HTC 10. So in terms of benchmarking score. And if you talk about the camera performance is great as well. It's not the best smartphone camera, but it is one of the best, and especially the front facing camera is so nice, and the sharpness in the primary camera is great as well. And then talking about the battery life, we are having the moderate battery life here. It's pretty good, and it can survive from morning to night with moderate usage. And talking about the design is so nice. The device looks very elegant. It's having minimal look, unibody design. It's waterproof as well, that I forgot to mention in the beginning, and splash resistant. So the design is nice, but few drawback of the design is that there is no audio jack. You will have to carry the lightning to 3.5mm audio adapter all the time if you want to use your headphones. And the matte back panel. The black matte black back panel and the fingerprint sensor both are very poor in terms of fingerprint magnet, the word we popularly use. So other than this, everything is so nice and perfect about the Apple iPhone 7, and it is surely the best smartphone currently available in the market. So thanks for watching the video, friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more videos, tips and tricks and hands-on videos like this. Have a nice day.